Is this a decent Kindle-like smartphone? And is it a good choice for reading outdoors? TCL 50 Pro is the e-ink-like display weirdo that could be quite exciting, or not? Let's inspect. Hey everybody, great to meet you. I'm the Tech Mishka. This is the TCL 50 Pro. And today's video, I'm going to start by taking two very big risks, because the two facts I'm about to share probably could make some people go away from the video. However, if you stay till the end, I'm going to prove that most of what you see or hear now is kind of otherwise. So the first thing I actually mentioned in the title, e-ink-like, because in reality, this is a heavily modified LCD technology with all the good sides from LCD, but giving you all the advantages such as gentle to the eye performance of the e-ink style. How exactly this is achieved, I'm gonna dig deeper in a moment. The second fact, this video is sponsored, and the only reason I agreed upon sponsorship is because TCL agreed that I'm going to make this video my own way. Therefore, everything behind the NXTPAPER 3.0 technologies, all the pros and the cons about TCL 50 Pro right now. The display is the star of the show. It's the interface we use the most, and if the visual experience is different, then so are many other aspects of a smartphone. This display aims to solve many issues. Check Reddit's threads about PWM and modern displays, and you're gonna be surprised how many people suffer from screen flickering and are quite intolerant. This often results in eye irritation and sometimes even headaches, especially after prolonged use. It's not necessarily something that everybody would experience, but if reading at night doesn't feel right for you, then TCL's NXTPAPER 3.0 technology might be what you need. The texture looks very different and direct. The display ultimately gives you the feeling of being e-ink display without being one. And let me debunk the myth, it's not an e-ink display, because e-ink displays have very poor refresh rate, about 15 to 20 Hz, which is not suitable for proper smartphone experience. TCL have adapted the LCD technology to feel and look like e-ink, but retains some of the advantages of LCD technology, something they call NXTPAPER or NXTPAPER, and this is its third iteration with the TCL 50 Pro. Another point is that it also uses pulse width modulation for the backlight, but it's implemented in an extremely gentle way, as confirmed by professional-grade tools. If you expect iPhone-like colors and feeling, that's not it. But it's not TCL's plan for the 50 Pro either. It makes reading and browsing on a smartphone feel pleasant. As for specifications, we have a 120 Hz refresh rate and a few different modes, including the Max Ink mode, accessible via a key press. You can also run everything in grayscale, which I really enjoy in some cases. Browsing feels weird, but in a good way. When I first saw this phone, it felt pretty amazing and stands out for the good reasons. The PR package here is remarkable too. TCL designed a box that feels like a book with some specs noted down. But just know that this is a VIP box that they've said before the review, and not the standard packaging that the phone comes in. The device looks thin and stylish, comes with a charger and a USB cable. Lately, some other brands made us appreciate the inclusion of these goodies. And very important, the case. A flip case with a pen, which turns the phone into a notebook. Keep in mind that the case and the pen come with the device only if you purchase through an operator. If you buy the phone at a retailer shop, you might have to purchase them separately. Combined with the AI features, this is a really powerful combination, but let me showcase a few of the other aspects, including the camera setup. 108 megapixel for the main one is generously enough in most cases, if photography is not your top priority. Good snaps are possible in daytime, no matter the main camera or the ultra-wide shooter or the 2-megapixel macro, which is more like a gimmick in my opinion. I'd certainly use the main camera with digital zoom in order to achieve close-ups with significantly better quality. Low light videography is possible, though not as shiny, and video recordings are limited to 1080p resolution at most. Going further with the tests, and performance is not groundbreaking, but it's a well-calculated move by TCL, prioritizing battery life and other aspects. Benchmarks won't impress, but the phone feels responsive, keeps its cool regardless. Gaming is fun, especially using the black and white mode. It's not for esports tournaments or professional video photo editing, but for daily habits, it's perfectly fine. Feels like TCL aims to help you to stay away from distractions. The 50 Pro goes one step further by implementing a distraction-free reading mode where notifications are blocked. For multimedia and audio playback, here's a test of the speaker setup. The phone supports 5G networks, can operate with 2 SIM cards, also shows pretty decent performance about the wireless communications, although it doesn't really support Wi-Fi 6 as a protocol. And if you're obsessed with the technical specs, I do have some more for you. A 6.8-inch display, Dimensity 6300 system on a chip with octa-core processor, generous storage with expandable micro SD card slot, triple camera setup, TS-certified boom sound technology, big battery, fast charging, side-mounted fingerprint sensor, and everything weighs just below 200 grams. The phone feels lightweight, and you can notice it's really thin, and yet inside we count on a 5010 mAh battery, which can show some remarkable results, especially if you put the phone in the so-called max ink mode, where under certain conditions and in some cases it can last up to 7 days, and that's pretty remarkable. Therefore, if you've ever dreamt of a Kindle with the shape and the functions of a smartphone, such kind of thing already exists. The software pack includes AI, co-developed with Microsoft, helps you translate, summarize or rewrite. It can generate transcripts of conversations as well. It is Android, with TCL's skin on top, and the 50 Pro will receive updates up until Android 16 at least. The operating system feels lightweight, very functional, has minimal amounts of bloatware, which hopefully stays that way. I think more brands should optimize the time we spend looking at the screens and ensure that this time really matters. Just like with social media, there is too much posh content out there. It should be filtered, consume quality content only. I've also done my usual research around shortcomings. The plastic case somewhat steals from the overall awesome feeling. The display protection level is not Gorilla Glass, and due to its nature, screen protectors are not welcome, making the phone more prone to scratching. There is no Wi-Fi 6 support, and I'd also note down the unimpressive camera setup. In the end, I think we can agree that the TCL 50 Pro achieves its goal, namely stepping into the shoes of an e-reader and still keeping most of the nice functions and the good performance of a decent 2024 Android smartphone. It is unique, it is well built, it is very innovative, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be well appreciated by all the book lovers out there, or people who travel a lot and need a reader, which is going to have good enough battery life for really long flights, and all the people who have this AMOLED intolerance and prefer something that is gentler to the eye. So, what do you think? Do you believe that it's time to switch to NXTPAPER 3 and similar technologies, or it's still AMOLED all the way around? Let's talk about this in the comment section below the video, and thank you very much for watching this video till the end. If you enjoyed, give me a like, subscribe to the channel for more cool tech inspections, and I, Michael, the Tech Mishka, gotta see you in the next one. Bye!